In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Summer Medleyfaire for New World in 2023. We're going to be taking a look at what this Summer Medleyfaire is if you haven't ever participated in it before, and we're going to take a look at what's changed from last year's event to this year's. So as a quick refresher as to what the Summer Medleyfaire is, or as a overview of what this event is if you've never participated in it before, what you are going to want to do is you're going to want to make your way to one of the event locations to start this event. There is one located in Monarch's Bluff, there's one located in Everfall, there's one in Brightwood, and then there is one in Weaver's Fen. Just make your way over to one of these locations, and then you're going to come up to this maestro here, and you're going to speak to him. He is going to give you the quest to begin this event. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to run a series of quests and do other activities. It's going to give you reputation. This reputation is then going to unlock various tiers within the store, so you can buy items within this store. Here in just a moment, we're going to talk about what has changed from last year's rewards to this year's. You can also get event reputation each day by going to every one of the event locations and dancing on the dance floor like this. This is going to give you 250 event reputation a day for a total of 1,000. This is very easy to do and will enhance your progress toward this event quite a lot if you haven't already maxed out your reputation. I would assume that if you played this last year and you already maxed out your reputation, that on the live servers, it's going to be the same way as it has in previous events. You will already be at max. And then at each event location, you're also going to have the big bonfire. This bonfire is used for the Eternum Sturgeon Fishbone. As you fish during this event, and you will be fishing a lot, we'll get to that here in just a moment, you will have a chance to get some fish bones. You'll come up to these pyres, you will throw the fish bones in here, and you will be rewarded with a premium token. You also every day will want to go to one of the settlements, much like all of the other events. There will be a big thing in the center. Just interact with that thing and you'll have a chance to get some rewards from there as well. You have a chance to get some patterns. You'll get a little bit of event reputation and some other goodies. So make sure you travel around to each settlement each day and interact with those during the course of the event. Also in each of these locations, there's a festival cart. The festival cart is where you're going to exchange the event specific items for all of your regular tokens and your premium tokens. So as you can see here, this takes 3 brilliant Eternum scales. This is going to take fish fillets to get a token, and then you're going to have the modeling dust, which we'll get to here in just a moment. You can also trade in 25 of the tokens for a premium token, just like you can for a lot of the other events. Also take note that there are event specific lore pages within each of these locations. So if you are a lore page collector, now would be the time to get all of these for the Summer Medleyfaire. Also within each of these event locations, there is a mount the catch station. If you are unfamiliar with how this works, you can mount every single fish in the game and have these as trophies or as decoration in your home. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to trade in some of the items that you have fished up from the event. You're going to make these stands, and then you are going to have to catch specific fish, like a clam, for example. Combine that with a great memento stand and a potent ether vial, which you will purchase these vials from the event shop using the event specific tokens, and then you will be rewarded with a trophy or a housing item that looks like this. You can put it in your home. Also, as a side note, before we go too terribly far with this is currently on the PTR, so a lot of this information could change. So if we do get updates for this moving forward, I'll make sure to post those for you, but just bear that in mind as you watch this video. I wouldn't imagine that a lot of the core activities of the event are going to change, but some of the rewards could, and we'll get to those here in just a moment. Also, for this event, you're going to want to make your way to some of these modeling bug spawns. So you make your way to one of these modeling bug spawns, you're going to play a specific song within that modeling bug swarm, and whenever you play that song, you're going to do it 3 times. After you do it 3 times, it's going to disappear. You're going to pick up the modeling bug dust. That's the dust we talked about earlier that you can trade in for tokens. But the real reason you want to go to these swarms is to get the bait for your fishing. That's where you're going to get most of your tokens for this event from, is from the fishing. There will be hot spots all throughout Eternum that you can fish in to get sturgeon, and you can also just put your event specific bait that you're going to get from these swarms onto your fishing pole and throw that into the water for a chance to catch the sturgeons as well. So basically the loop for this event is to go to one of these swarms. You're going to play the music, you're going to gather up a lot of fishing bait, and then you're going to go find some hot spots. You're going to fish in those hot spots to get sturgeon. You're going to then take the things that you receive from the sturgeon, you're going to trade them in for event specific currency, and then you're going to go back over here to the maestro to purchase your rewards, rinse and repeat. Then the daily activities is you're going to want to make sure you dance on this dance floor every day, and then go to the centerpieces in each settlement. So now that we are 9 nice and refreshed on what this event is, or nice and educated on what this event is if you've never done it before, let's take a look at the event specific shop. So whenever we open up this shop, we have the same tiers that we had last year, but we have some new items in here. So in the first tier, it's very much the same as it was last year. You have some food, you have a housing item, and then we have the Modeling Bug Haze sheets, the music sheets. These are the music sheets you're going to need to play the Modeling Bug Haze song within those swarms in order to get the Modeling Bug Dust and the bait. If you happen to lose these from the quest line, they are here and available to purchase, but you will get them as you progress through the quest. Then here are some new items we have for this year. We have these YAAAHHH guitar sheets and the mandolin sheet. This song is incredibly hard. I did get it on the PTR. We played it. I'll play it for you right now just to show you. It is pretty crazy. And if you're able to finish this song on Expert, you will be rewarded with the Guitar Hero title. So there is a new title that comes along with this by playing this song. This song is pretty insane. I'll show you guys what this looks like really quick. But you can see this is much harder and gets a lot harder than any song in the game. I'm not going to play the music for you. I'll let you find that out for yourself whenever you get in the game. But as you can see here, it gets pretty crazy. It goes very fast. It's the same way with both the guitar sheet and for the mandolin sheet. So it is a pretty nice addition to the store. I thought we now have a pretty difficult song to play for music. All the other ones up to this point have been kind of easy. So now this will give people something to do if they enjoy the music side of New World. So now let's take a look at tier 2, the Troubadour tier. So none of this has changed from last year. We still have the light ether vial, which you need to do the mount a catch station. We have the fishing pole skin. We have a few housing items here. We also have the Bard area, which is also unchanged. There's nothing new here. We do have the patterns. We'll talk about those here momentarily, but nothing here has changed in terms of rewards. We do have an emote, we have some skins, and then the potent ether vial. Also, in my opinion, I think it's very nice that we have an opportunity to buy the things that we missed out on last year. They did add a few things that we'll get to here in just a moment, as well as adding those music sheets up above. There are some new skins and some other things you can acquire this year. Nothing crazy. It's not a ton of things added on, but over the years I can see them continuing to add on to this and giving us more and more things to accumulate and acquire. But I do like the fact that we can go back and buy the things if we missed them in the previous year. So now we move on down to the virtuoso category, and everything here is the same, except now we have two more skins. We have a sword and shield skin, the long swordfish skin, and the starfish defender skin. So if you are a sword and board player and you like this aesthetic, here you go. You have a couple of skins that you can purchase from this event. And then along with those, of course, we have the Sturgeon's Luxury Cap. We have a fishing pole skin. We have a mandolin skin. We have some other instrument skins here, an emote, and the other housing items that were just the same as they were last year. Then we move on down into the Maestro area. We have a lot of the same, the guitar shred, the sad violin. We have the special Eternum Sturgeon fishing trophy. So this is a nice trophy to have. One of the things you'll want to purchase from the event if you don't already have one. And then we have a lot of the same aesthetics as we did last year. We do, however, in the Maestro have a new addition, the Maestro Showstopper hat. This is something we didn't have last year, and it looks like they're just continuing to build out some of this set that you can get. If you look at the Maestro here, this looks like the entire set that he has on. That's the hat that you can get. So it looks like they're just trying to build out the set, and they're going to probably add on to this as time goes on. I would imagine for this tier here, we'll eventually get maybe a skin for every weapon in the game potentially as this moves forward. But all in all, those are the changes. That's what's different with the Summer Medleyfaire event, and there is not a ton that has been added on to this event. But again, bear in mind, this is on the PTR, so a lot of this could change. They could come back and add a whole lot of new stuff. They could overhaul all the rewards completely before this hits live. If something like that happens, of course, I'll keep you guys updated. But as of right now, this is what is in the store. That's what's changed from last year to this year. Now let's talk about these patterns a little bit if you're unaware. They are the same as they were in the previous year. These patterns are very good. The green patterns, you do have a chance to roll some pretty good items. You have a high chance to roll resilient on a lot of these patterns and some other decent perks. But really for this event, in my opinion, the legendary patterns are where it's at. These patterns are going to guarantee you with elemental aversion, refreshing, and then a random perk. But that random perk has a roughly 25 to 30% chance to roll resilient. So you have a very good chance to get into some BIS PvP gear if you wanted to roll elemental aversion on your gear. Again, All of that could change. They could change these up. They could change the perks in these patterns. And if that changes, of course, again, I will update you guys. But as of right now, that's what they are. I don't see them changing. In all honesty, though, I would imagine that's how they'll stay. So those are the changes. That's what's happened. That's what's different between last year and this year's Summer Medley Fair event. I hope you guys enjoyed that. What do you guys think about the addition of these items to the event? For those of us that grinded this out in the previous year, last year I got all of the trophies, I got all of the items. So really this year I can focus on getting the new things and then the patterns, which I'm not too terribly mad at. That means I don't have to go through here every single year and spend hours and hours of my playtime doing just this event. But I know a lot of people would really like to see a lot more things added to the store. For me, this doesn't really bother me too much. I'm going to get a couple of new skins and then I can just farm patterns for the rest of the event. But what do you guys think? Do you like the Summer Medley Fair? Is this an event that you enjoy? Are you going to try to get all of the stuff out of this event? Do you care? What's your overall consensus? What's your thoughts about the event and the changes that they're making to this event? I'd love to know. But that'll do it for this one, boys and girls. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoy New World and enjoy New World content, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that as well. Of course, we stream every Monday through Friday over twitch.tv/BDLG. Love to see you come hang out over there. But that'll do it for this one. We'll see you in the next one.